Terpy Balboa here at the Terp of the Mountain, Leggett, California, Mendocino County. Here we are at the Growers Club. It's a beautiful establishment right here, specifically made. It's a private club for all the growers here in Mendocino and the surrounding areas that come through. We have a meeting spot, good kitchen. Hopefully soon they're going to give it home of the Papa Z's Pizzeria, so you can come through where we put both Z's in pizza, and you can come check us out. But yeah, check it out. We got a cool spot here. The Clash is coming up. Ego Clash is going to be kicking it off, where we invite about 30 of the baddest competitors from hash, rosin, and flowers to come compete and battle it out on the battlefield. We're looking to have an even greater success this year. It's going to be even better than ever. We have more food, more amenities for the guests, and this private party has really grown into something that everybody really enjoys.
Why'd you start in the first place?
It's basically a gathering. It's an Ego Clash, bears a name, but the gathering is of a bunch of cool, like-minded people that really get along at the end of the day, and we just love a lot of common things like hash and weed, and there is no egos really. Everybody kind of just drops it down and has a good time. We started it as basically a pre-party for the Emerald Cup. We're going back to the Emerald Cup this year. It's been 5 years since we've been there. And so Ego Clash is a complimentary to going to the Emerald Cup. It's a private gathering where only about 500 people come and enjoy each other's space and eat fine food and hang out and really talk about life. It's not so much business as it's just hanging out and just having a good time smoking. Chilling.
Yeah. And where are we at right now? This upgraded Growers Club.
Yeah, so this is basically the Growers Club. We started off in like this small little spot that was about 200 square feet, little office space, and it was right next to the bar and Boomers in Laytonville, and we got shut down and we got evicted the first day.
That's what happened, because I made the video.
Yeah, we threw a party and we were too rowdy for the bar, I guess, and so we were asked to leave. It was what they said was it was beyond their risk portfolio, and so it was a nice way to say that they didn't want to take a risk on having us be there and smoking weed, I guess, but they had a bar right next door. It was kind of asinine, if you ask me. So, long story short, we ended up with a cooler spot, pool table, air hockey, 2 pinball machines instead of 1. We got a jukebox, and we got a full service kitchen. We can house about 60 people here. We can fit about 60, 80 people. And it's pretty nice, Yeah. Yeah. Walk-in cooler. We got 9 taps right there. Just private little establishment. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. We all have a good time here. It brings us, a spot where we can all come together and use the space as a group. We've already held community meetings here, classes here, things like that. These right here are a part of a set that we won at the Emerald Cup in 2016. We got 1st through 10th place. So this right here, these are 7 awards. The top 3 we boxed up and put away. They're hand-blown glass trophies from, I believe it was Mr. Gray and J.D. Mapleston collab. But these are the plaques that went with them. We entered 11 things, and we won 1st through 10th place that year. It was pretty amazing. There was about 90-something entries, I believe.
How many awards have you won for your hash?
We won 94 awards so far for hash and flower, which garners us the name the most awarded cannabis and hash competitor in the world. So we've won more awards for our flowers and for our hash than anybody else, so yeah.
You grow the weed that you make the hash with as well?
Yeah, we grow the weed. We're single source, full vertical. We actually breed the seeds to grow the weed to make the hash.
How long did it take you to do that?
It ranges. To find and market and get a good cultivar out there, it takes about 9 months. So when you see the name game come and it's all funny, fancy packaging, a lot of time that's just rename shit in a bag. It's not nothing new because it takes a long time to develop a cross. You got to figure it takes 3 months to finish a cycle. That's a month grow, 2 months flower, and then you pollinate and create a seed, which then you have to take and grow for another 3 months before you even get a selection from that cross, right? And then you can multiply that by cloning it and or propagating it, and then you can actually have something by about 9 or so months. You can have enough of something to actually fill a space, and then it'll take about another few months to actually harvest that. So you're looking at about a year to actually have a new variety on market for sale. So just for all the consumers, everybody out there, pay attention. If you see too many new names, too much new packaging too quick, that might be a red flag.
Is it pheno hunting season right now?
Right now, it's stress test time. We're doing a lot of stress testing. We're doing a lot of like selecting through the winter and seeing how stuff performs. If it rots, how good it grows. Yeah. And then we're selecting, and then we go through, and then we use those in the spring and in the summer and stuff like that. So we're doing a lot of testing in the summer so we can come in the fall with tested genetics for, Emerald Cup and stuff like that. We're really pumping the Emerald Cup. The Emerald Cup is actually where people can come and see us. They sell tickets. The Ego Clash is a private party. So it's a different thing. It's a private party, and then there's tickets sold. There's no tickets sold at the Ego Clash. It's a private thing. Everybody brings their own product. They smoke it. They judge it. They decide who wins. We just all hang out. So it's pretty one of a kind. I think I got a lot of ideas from different competitions over the years, being that I've won a lot of different competitions, and I kind of took the best aspects from all of them and kind of put it together in one little thing, so that way we can all have just a good time. The awards are special, from special medals. We have for instance, the Golden Shovel, which is the single source award, which goes to the person that grew and extracted or bred and grew their own variety that won the highest place that year. So it's a special thing. These are things that have meaning and they're thought out. They're not just a plaque or a piece of paper or something like that still holds weight, but it's not a hand blown piece of glass art or, a golden shovel. These are things that you can wear with pride. So, yeah.
What are some of the other awards?
We have JD Mapleston doing the awards, and we have Collie Grown doing the awards. We have Sherlocks. We have Wormholes. We have little mini tubes for the flower, and Curadors giving away some Curadors, low temps giving away some presses. Everybody's kind of coming together to put on the stuff. Rosin Evolution's giving away sets of bags and actually money for their store and stuff like that. Ice Extract has stitched sets of bags with embroidery on the bags. Different stuff that actual product sponsors have come through, and then awards that we've bought in, like the glass trophies and stuff like that. It's really awesome.
You got the toy drive.
Biggest thing of all, and thank you for mentioning that, is the Ego Clash Invitational is all about the kids. The only way to get in is actually bringing toys for the kids. And last year we were proud to say that we serviced 3 counties, and even some toys made it all the way back to Mexico. We filled a whole 20-foot trailer, and it was just an enormous amount of stuff. I'm going to need to get more help this year. So, yeah, we're super stoked, leading up to the Emerald Cup, leading up to the Ego Clash.
Oh, yeah. How long has it been since you were in the Emerald Cup?
5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 years.
What happened since then?
A lot has happened since then,
What terps are on your mind right now?
I mean, it's funny to say, but the terps right now is basically our terps, you know. So it's kind of like where I left off, you know. I'm coming back 5 years later and it's like nothing's changed. So I feel real confident about going. We're going to have a lot of new product. You know, the new terps that we got are a lot of peach terps. We're working the peach line real hard right now. We have some KC crosses. We worked some land races with Mila. And we got a couple different collabs with a couple of my buddies and breeders that we're working with on my nursery. So we're debuting a few different new brands this year at the Emerald Cup. We're having solventless pins. You know, we're the first company to ever put rosin in a pin. And so we're stoked to come back with like a proper product in a proper vessel for people to enjoy this year. We had a janky pin when we first did it, you know, and now the pins are something you can be proud of. So, and Sticker Farmers making a shine, you know, Sticker Farmers out there, you know, printing all the stuff for the Clash, doing all the back room work that nobody gets to see that much of. But, yeah, there's just so many people that it takes to put something like this together. You got to pull your strings, you know, you got to talk to people. You're like, hey man, I know, you know, it's a rush deal, but I need this done really quick here, you know, and, you know, so we've definitely called some friends and made some things happen so we can get it done in time to go to the Emerald and have the proper paperworks and stuff like that. So it's a lot of work. I'm super grateful to be here. You know, not everybody's able to go to these events no more. It's kind of like going to a high school reunion, and some people are more successful than others. You know, to have a booth or anything, it's you know, super special. You know, to be able to sell something at your booth, cannabis, is even more special. So I'm super stoked to go back like it's 2017 and we never left, and we're able to operate and give the people the same experience that we always have. I come to put on a show like no other, and this is what we come to do. You know, it's leg lifting season, baby. So yeah, no, we're smoking on right now. What were we smoking on? Some Docs OG. I pulled out some gas, and shoot, what was the other nug I brought? I believe it was some no, cherry. Yeah, it was cherry. What was that? Cherry fizz from the Terp of the Mountain. Cherry fizz. So I had like a nug and we just rolled up. I'm smoked out. So yeah, big time. Thank you so much. Bay Sesh coming up here to North Mendo, holding it down. You know what's up. Everybody catch us at the Emerald Cup Ego Clash leg lifting season. You know what I mean? Number one, nuts on the nostrils. Terpy Van Winkle. You know what I mean? Terpy Balboa. Tricle Jordan. Yeah, coming from the Terp of the Mountain over here. Duking on them. Leg lifting on the competition. Thank you so much.